Because summer is closing in and probably you're going to visit some places. I think it's a very good moment for me to share 9 types of photos that you can do inside cities. Hey everyone, my name is Toma, Phototom here on YouTube. This channel is all about landscape and travel photography. So if you're interested in this kind of topics, make sure to subscribe for more similar videos. Now let's get back to the topic from today, and that is what types of photos you can do inside cities. And I will start with the most obvious one, and that is photographing facades. And this means that you will point your camera perpendicular to the wall, and you will simply photograph facades. Just make sure you don't have elements that could distract the attention on the sides of the photos. This is the mistake that I usually see on this type of photos. There are small elements on the edges of the photo that distract the attention from the facade. Let's move on to the second type of photo that you can do, and that is a long exposure. Whenever I see a lonely element or a lonely building, or I can see the clouds going above a location, a building or something inside a city, if it's possible, I'm also doing a long exposure. Now, I also use this technique not only to capture the movement of the clouds, but also to blur the people. If there are a lot of people in a location, doing a long exposure will help you kind of transform all the people into ghosts. Photo type number 3. I'm always looking for darker places inside cities, and I like photographing from darkness towards light. I think the reason I'm doing this is because this way I can emphasize the area of light, and the darkness makes you focus easily on the lighter area of the photo. Now, a good variation to this technique is to use a stronger leading line on the ground, like for example stairs or all sorts of other elements. But stairs work really well when you want to help the viewer go into the photo. The darkness around the lighter area helps a lot, but the stairs add the feeling of depth. Photo type number 4 to take inside a city is to look for frames inside your own frame. So you're taking a photo of a frame that is framing something. I'm usually using arches, but you're not limited to only using arches, because you can also use 2 buildings, for example, like in this photo, and you can frame only one element. It's the same technique in a way, like the previous one, where I'm staying in darkness and I'm photographing towards the light, but I'm using the frame inside the frame technique to focus your attention more on the element that I want to be the subject of the photo. Photo type number 5 to do inside a city is reflections. You can photograph reflections on the ground if there is a little bit of water. If it rained, for example, you can stay really close to the water and create a seamless reflection. You can also use windows or mirrors, or even the surface of cars. You can be extremely creative with reflections, but they always look interesting. Photo type number 6, shadow and light. Always look for interesting areas where there are strong shadows. This is one of those moments when photographing during the day can work very well for you as a photographer, because it looks really good, and when you place an area of interest in the light, it looks much better. This type of photography you can very easily convert to black and white. It's not necessary to convert it to black and white, but it can work really well. Photo type number 7, it's a little bit trickier to do, and I'm talking about geometrical compositions. And why I'm saying this, because every composition involves some geometry. But when I'm talking about geometrical composition, I mean just complicate it a little bit and add different planes to the photo, and this will add depth, and you will have also the connection between the plane from where you're photographing and the background by using different lines like stairs or rails or pillars of stone. Photo type number 8, always look for the unexpected. For example, in this photo we were in a town from Tuscany, and I saw those red rose petals on the ground. I don't know how they got there. I mean, you have to believe me that I didn't have a red rose with me and just sprinkle the petals on the ground, but they were there. So when you see something interesting, just go for it. Photo type number 9. Now, when you're photographing inside cities, sooner or later, you're gonna find people inside a city. So my advice is to find an interesting composition, find a place that you like, make the composition, adjust your exposure settings, and just wait for the perfect person to walk into your shot. And this is a very simple way in which you can create some interesting photos, it's not difficult to do this. The only problem is that you need to be patient enough. There you have it, 9 photo types that you can do inside a city. I hope you like it. I hope you found it useful. If you want to know more about my instructional videos, just use the link in the description of this video. All my courses are on SkillShare. By clicking my affiliate link, you benefit from 14 days for free. So you can watch my courses 14 days for free. And until next time, keep on photographing, because it's the only way that you can get better. Bye-bye.